Hi fans, welcome to the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. I'm Jody Vermilyea, and you're here with us for another episode of Sand Shark Bites. We have a very special unveiling this afternoon with baseball's head coach, BAM, Jeremy Christian, and that is the 2020 schedule, which, looking at this schedule, BAM, wow. You got me working a whole lot for the first couple of months. That's great.
Lots of time in Hardyville this year to start the season, so we're excited to be home.
Is that a strategy that you came up with to build in this many home games early?
It is.
Front load?
And when you start looking at building a schedule, you know, we're 2-3 years in advance building these schedules, and well, I guess 2 years more than 3, but it is an intense process of trying to balance out home games, away games,
sure,
and getting the right type of schedule for you guys. You don't want to go too heavy too early or too heavy too late. It is a balance. It is a hard thing to do, is to come up with how are we going to market our guys, but also how we're going to prepare our guys for what's to come. Mm-hmm. And for me, I love playing at home. I love being at Hardyville. I like being able to sleep in my own bed at night. I like the fans, and I like our student body. I like folks to be at Hardyville. So the more we can play at Hardyville, the better it's going to be. And literally started this 3 years ago, trying to put together, you know, a schedule that can maximize what we're trying to do as a program.
Sure.
And kind of our long plans in the grand scheme of things of building a program, and each step and each build, the schedule comes into play. And really, this has been a work in progress for a few years, and it is a great benefit to be playing at home. And we're fortunate to get the pieces to line up and end up with the schedule we have.
Well, it's awesome, and something else that's different maybe for 2020 is you're actually starting the season in January this year. The very last day, January 31st, 5 o'clock against Mid-Atlantic Christian University.
Yeah, this is the first time as a coach that I've ever played in January.
Hopefully it's not 20 degrees.
No kidding. I always try to start later. Obviously, the later the better for us, because it gives us more time to prepare.
Sure.
The guys get in from Christmas break in the middle of January, and boom, you play in 3 weeks. So for us, it's always kind of tough. You know, it's the early 3-4 weeks of practice you've got before you play. The challenge that we have here at USCB is our Sun Conference scheduling. You know, when you play conference play, basically the second week of February,
yep,
you better be prepared to play. And the weather is nice here. It might not be 85, 90, but it's nice enough to
sure,
get outside and play and enjoy the weather. But we have to find ways to bolster our early schedule so we can get some reps on the field before we step into Sun Conference play.
Sure.
I know when I first got here, we played one midweek game and then played Southeastern that weekend for a conference opener. And each year we've tried to add more games. And so when I looked at the schedule this year, it was a chance for us to get a couple series in, a couple midweeks before we stepped into conference play, which is huge. You know, for our guys, getting some experience, and especially when you're trying to put together a new team and build that team, we've got to play early. And so, January 31st, we're going to kick it up and play MACU, and then turn right around and play Point the following weekend and a couple
Which
midweeks.
Which is a new team for us.
Yes.
In 2020.
And again,
several new teams.
I enjoy playing. Look, I love the game of baseball, and I like playing new teams. You
sure,
know,
absolutely.
When you're in the coaching fraternity and you know all these coaches and you got buddies everywhere, I enjoy playing new folks, and there are folks willing to come down here since it is warm and a great place to start the season. So I enjoy getting some new teams, and MACU is a first-year program out of North Carolina. Coach is a great guy. He's going to do great things there. But it's a chance for them to open up on the road, and we'll return the favor next year. We'll go to them next year. And Point, obviously an AAC member, a school that I'm very familiar with, and John does a great job in those guys. Another great year last year, and they've been an opening round team in a couple of years, and we were fortunate to get the World Series there in 2016. So it's a great test for us early. It gives us a chance to play against a team that is going to rival one of our Sun Conference opponents. So it's a good test for us early in the season before we step into conference play. Columbia International, another new program. We'll get them midweek. So again, that's 3 new teams to start the year that we haven't played before. And they're going to be a good team. They're now the only other NAIA baseball school in the state of South Carolina.
Okay.
So we'll get used to seeing those guys. We've seen them on the road recruiting quite a bit. And so it's a chance for us to play them a couple hours up the road. We'll get a home series and a away series with them early on, and they'll move into the AAC as well with Point and Tennessee Wesleyan and those guys. So just another good test for us midweek before we start hitting that conference scale.
Sure. This is, and then we've also got Toccoa Falls, not a name I recognize from last year. Aquinas Where's Toccoa Falls out of?
Out of Georgia.
Out of
not,
Georgia,
Not too
okay.
far up the road there.
Okay.
Again, a really good NCCAA baseball school. Made it to the World Series last year. They'll be coming down for a homecoming weekend. Their coach, I believe, former coach, played at Scav, so familiar with the area.
Okay.
He's now moved on to another school up north, but they've got a good baseball program brewing there. We had played them when I was at Point yearly, just due to logistically, it made a great fit. They're not too far from us, but a good baseball school. Again, they met to their World Series last year. They're going to be competitive, but another new group, Aquinas out of Michigan coming down. They're starting their spring break trip.
Michigan. Wow.
So they'll start the front end of their spring break trip. And coming down, and again, another coach who I believe he might be in his second year, a new coach.
Okay.
Young guy does a great job. They're really building a program. And so we're excited to have those guys down as they make that trip south. But it gets a chance for us to play a new team and play a new program, different areas, different styles of play. And the more we can do to broaden our spectrum on the field, I think the better it'll be for us down the road.
Well, I think it's good for fans to hear this preview of the schedule and to understand a little bit better about how a schedule comes to be. It's not done haphazardly.
Right.
There's a lot of time and a lot of effort that goes into putting this together.
Of course.
And you've done a great job with it.
Thank
And we look forward to what the Sand Sharks are going to bring to the table in 2020. Something else that's new for 2020 that will impact both baseball and softball is kind of what the fans are looking at right now, and that's the technology that we're using. Our new sports information director, Mitch Meagle, who joined us in April, introduced this new streaming equipment that's HD, will offer multiple camera angles, and will really bring a totally new dimension to what the viewers see at home with baseball and softball. I'm thrilled. I'm so excited. We rolled it out for soccer. It was wonderful. When you hit baseball and softball, though, it's going to be just spectacular. We look forward to what we're going to be able to bring to the fans in 2020. We hope they come out to Richard Gray.
Of course.
But if they can't, this is going to be an awesome alternative to watch from the comfort of their living rooms and actually see a little more of the action that's happening on the field.
Yeah, the product it's second to none. It's unbelievable the difference. Like in soccer, for example, to watch a soccer game, where this stuff is at, and the work that this group has put in, it's just a different product. And folks, we've got a large following, a lot of our parents, a lot of family members who watch online when they can't get there, especially midweek or if they can't make it on the weekends. And now we have so many home games, and the team that schedule up with the technology that we have, it just makes for a better product.
It's going to be awesome.
Our fans are going to be able to see it and enjoy the product. It's like watching a ball game on TV, and it's going to be exciting for folks to see. And I can't wait for them to see it. We're going to put together a good product on the field that they can be proud of, and now they can see it in HD and enjoy it as well.
Well, it's coming up fast. Here we are in December. Season starts next month.
Yes, sir.
Hard to believe that we're there, but I'm looking forward to it. I know you're looking forward to it. The players are looking forward to it. Bam, thanks for your time. We really are excited about the 2020 campaign. You believe it's 2020 already?
Crazy.
Well, I'm Jody Vermilyea. Thanks for tuning in. This is Sand Shark Bites. We are so excited to have you join us for the 2020 baseball and softball seasons. We look forward to bringing you all the action on the Sand Shark Game Day Network. And until the next Sand Shark Bites, I'm Jody Vermilyea for Bam Christian. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.